Welcome to our second tutorial. This tutorial is going to show you how to insert a floor into your Revit project. During the last tutorial, I showed you how to create four walls or just basic walls. In this tutorial, you will see how to add a floor to those walls. Now let's recap. I have 4 walls here that I created. I'm looking at it from the top down. I can grab this cube and I can rotate it, and we can see that it goes perfectly through. So there's no bottom, no top. If I look at it from the top, you just see the opening here. These 4 walls and an opening. Well, with these 4 walls, we want to add a floor. Just like the walls, we are going to use the architecture tab. At the very top here, we have our different tabs that take us to different tools that we can use. We want to stay in the architecture tab. Now, if you remember, I showed you can click on the minimize button here that will minimize the panel buttons in various views. I like being able to see all the different buttons that I'm going to use. If you prefer to have less clutter in your Revit, then feel free to minimize that. But I'm going to show you how to create different things with these different tools in the full view. All right, architecture tab. Before we did the walls, this time I'm going to go to the floor tool. And you can see it says create a floor for the current level of the building model. All right, let's click floor. I'm going to use the left button on my mouse. And what it's going to want you to do is select the perimeter of where your floor is going to be. In this case, it's going to be in our entire structure. But sometimes you may want it in a single room of your structure or a portion of your structure. That's why it allows you to pick the perimeter where you want it. All right, let's start off with this perimeter. I'm going to left click, left click, left click, and left click. Now it is a purple line or pink line that surrounds the entire perimeter. My floor is not there yet. I need to approve. That's where I want it. You will see the mode tab up here. There is a green check mark and a red X. If I don't like where that's going to be, I could just click that red X and it would erase it all and I could start my floor over. I like the look of that. So I'm going to click that green check mark. And you will see the blue area is highlighted. That's indicating that there is a structure there, a floor there. Let's use the cube to rotate. And you can see there is a floor. Easy as that. Depending on how you created it, you may see your floor sit a little below your structure or in the middle of your structure. That is telling you that it is not at the correct level. To see the level of your floor, you need to look at the properties. Every time you look at an item, you can look at its properties, whether it's walls, floors, furniture, ceilings, whatever it is you insert, there is a property window you can look at. To do that, you need to make sure the item's highlighted. In this case, it is, but if it wasn't, let's say it's like that, I could click on the modify button and select the edge of what I want to highlight. And before I even click, it will show me in blue what I am looking at, and it will say floor. So let's say I want to select it. I click it. It turns blue. I hold my mouse over it and use the right mouse button, not the left, the right one. And I can pull up different options, but I want this properties button. As soon as I click that, I get a properties window. And if I right click this again, you can see a check mark saying my properties window is open. So let's go to the properties window and you can see the constraints or the limiting factors on my floor. So in this case, there are levels, constraints, where this floor is going to sit. It is on level 1, which is what I want. But if I wanted a floor on level 2, I could click level 2 and it would move it up to the second level. Sometimes you will see levels like level 01 or level 02. Those are often below the foundation or on the footing of the foundation. If you see that and you're looking at your structure and you're saying, well, my floor is really far below. Why is that the case? Well, check your level. Is it in the right spot? For a basic structure like this, we just want level 1. It's on level 1. If it doesn't change, you can always click apply, but in Revit 2018, it does generally automatically change for you. Now that your floor is in there, you have 4 walls of floor, you are ready to go to start adding doors, windows, maybe a ceiling, and the limitations are really up to you how far you want to take this.